Your brother from the gutter, the slick one back behind the wood for the open bar. Yes, I apologize for the time lapse in Slickcast. However, I got to tell you, your brother from the gutter was down, and I do mean down. I mean on my ass down with some kind of ancient demonic intestinal fuel from hell. The worst. I mean, I'm heaving my guts out 1 minute, and I'm Hershey squirting it the next minute. Sometimes at the same time, which is kind of hard to control. So, yeah, this went on for like 15 hours, Monday night through Tuesday afternoon. Brutal. I thought for sure I was going to die. I felt for sure this is it. The Grim Reaper was a knocking on my door. But obviously, just like the television evangelist, the Lord did not want to take me yet. So here I am. Yeah. So this was like Monday. Tuesday, I felt like I had been worked over by the 27-year-old Mike Tyson. I mean, I was just on my ass, dehydrated, depressed. You can't keep the old slick one down. For our 50th podcast, I guess the Lord wanted me to do my 50th podcast, huh? It just wasn't my time. So, yeah, and I mean, kind of a bummer that I didn't get a chance to talk about the Lions game. And I know people have been talking about it all week, and it's pretty much old news now. But, I mean, it was epic. I mean, it was epic that we went into Detroit and snapped their 11-game winning streak, right? And now we've had, 8 consecutive games with 30 or more points scored. Allen, superhuman again. I mean, if he's not the MVP, I'm not your brother from the gutter. All right? I don't know who I am, but I'm not him. If he's not the MVP, then something is really, really wrong here. Ty Johnson was great. I mean, who expected Ty Johnson to be like a main target in this game? They just saw something there. You got to give props to Joe Brady. I mean, he had the Lions so confused they didn't know whether to shit or wind their wristwatch. You know what I'm saying? They were totally confused. He had them on their heels from the get-go. And to go into Detroit and beat that team in their house and snap their 11-game winning streak and do the same thing to Kansas City, Buffalo Bills, best team in the NFL right now. And I know a lot of people are saying, yeah, but what about the defense? Look, that game was over. That score made it look like it was a lot closer than it was, the final score. We had them 35-14 at one point. So, and look, these are the Detroit Lions you're playing, the number one scoring offense in the NFL. You're not going to shut them down completely, okay? And they threw it 59, 60 times, Goff threw it, and they made a comeback. But they were never really in it, okay? They never had a lead once in that game. And, you could go back to the Rams game last week where we lost that game, and it was another shootout with another high-powered offense. When you get into it against these high-powered offenses, you're not going to shut them down. The days of the dominating, Chicago Bears 85 defense and the, Ravens 2000 defense, nobody can dominate like that because of the way the rules are. It's like a 7-on-7 game, basically. And Goff gets rid of the ball quick. He's got great receivers. I mean, same thing with the Rams. I mean, you're not going to shut these people down. You're not going to shut them out. So, I mean, do I think our defense is a dominating defense? Of course, they're not a dominating defense. I think they're a good defense. They're solid. But when you go up against one of these powerhouse teams, they're going to score some points on you. We just have to score more than them. And that's why we have this cat named Josh Allen, huh? MV fucking P. I'm talking Josh Allen. You're damn tootin'. And just to give you something to gauge by, and this will be the final thing on the Lions game, the Bills are the only team, or one of the fifth team in NFL history to score 30 or more points in 8 straight games. Some of the other teams that did that, the 2000 Rams, the greatest show on turf, remember them? The Broncos, the one year when they had, what's-his-face, Peyton Manning, and he had the 50 touchdown season. And then there was the year that the Patriots were electric and they had Randy Moss on the team. So that's, some pretty damn good company the Bills are in right now. And Josh Allen, I mean, he just, you want to go into a gunfight with him. I'll tell you that much. With him on your side.
They're eating the dog.
And yes, we almost had a government shutdown we averted this week, of course, because why? Because Donald Trump is back calling the shots. So the chaos is back. It was Musk who tweeted out, yes, now we have politics by tweeting. Politics by tweeting and chaos is back once again. I just can't wait for 4 years of this. But Musk, of course, they had an agreement on the debts on the budget. They had an agreement, a bipartisan agreement, the Republicans and Democrats at the last fucking minute, and Biden said he'd sign off on it. At the last minute, Elon Musk tweets out, anybody that signs this deal is going to be primaried, and then like 3 hours later, Trump comes out and tweets, what he said. So now you got chaos, and I got to give props though to the Republicans who said, look, we're not going to vote. They wanted to add some money in for the victims of the storms. Fine, that's not a big deal. But the thing they wanted, which was absolutely off the table, is they wanted to have the debt ceiling raised for like 2 years so they could just go wild with spending. And 38 Republican congressmen said, no, Musk, no, Trump, we're not going to give you that. We'll give you the other stuff. We're not going to give you that. So they said, okay. And, they redid it again and finally got it passed. But Jesus, I mean, this is not how you do things. You don't, when you're going out with your friends somewhere, or you're going out with a girl, you're going out to dinner, whatever, you don't tweet at the last fucking minute, hey, I changed my mind. We're not going to DePaulo's tonight. We're going to McDonald's on West Ferry Street, okay? Does that work for you? Is that okay? Of course, no, it's not okay. It's not okay. You don't do shit like that. It's just stupid. Tweeting shit out. How about developing relationships? How about communicating with people? So anyways, but I digress. It's just we're back to the insanity. So what else? What else is going on? I'm very disappointed with Levi jeans. I've been wearing Levi jeans probably since I was a teenager, and they are now making them so cheap. They're falling apart on me. I'm getting holes in the fucking things. You send away from one size and it doesn't. It's the wrong size. One time you get it and it fits. The next time you get it, it doesn't fit. It's just a shit product. So the slick one has got to come up with some new fashion ideas. So I invite you to make a comment. Maybe I go with corduroys. There's other jeans. Some of these other jeans. Then I find out that there is a Levi jean. They call it the LVE jeans line or something, but they're like 3 times the cost. So to get the good Levi's, you got to pay, that are made in the USA, you got to pay 3 times the cost. And they only come in the stiff, board type version, which I wear the stone wash ones, which are usually like $45. But they're like I said, they're being made in Taiwan now or wherever the hell they're making them. Indonesia. They're not made in San Francisco, that's for sure. So corduroys, jogging suit. I don't know what the fuck to wear. I'm 63 years old. I got to come up with some new ideas for pants. I'm not a preppy guy. You know, I'm not going to be wearing Hager slacks. I'm not going to be wearing khakis or anything like that. So that's out of the question. So, yeah, there is for you people that are a little maybe depressed that Donald Trump won. There is a cruise, let me tell you about it, that you can go on for 4 years. That's right. And it ends when Trump is done in office or when he has destroyed the universe, whichever comes first. So I'm looking into that. Oh, excuse me. By the way, I'm looking at something and I screwed up earlier. I said it was the 50th Slick Cast. I think it's the 40th Slick Cast. So, hey, I screwed up. It's 10 degrees. I'm doing this at 2:30 in the morning on Saturday night, Sunday morning because I have no life. Listen, I'm doing this for free. It's the best I can do at these prices right now. So, yeah, the company that's doing the cruise is Villa Vey Residences. They're out of Florida, and they call it the Skip Forward Excursion to, of course, skip past the 4 years of Donald Trump. Aside from spanning 4 years, the journey will take ticket holders, get this, to all 7 continents with an Atlantic sail-by and an 8-day trip down the Amazon River. Huh? Yeah. Now, if you can't do the 4 years, if that seems a bit too long for you, they also have a 2-year option, which is billed as the midterm selection package. They start at around $40,000 a year with price fluctuations based on occupancy and length of voyage. So, yes, if you have the money, This may be a very good option for you. Me, unfortunately, I couldn't get away and do it myself. But $40,000, if you've got the time, if you've got the money, and you want to get out of Dodge for a while, just make sure you got somebody to cut the lawn and feed the dog for you while you're gone. All right, that's all I got for you on this late Saturday night, Sunday morning. I'm going to crash my ass out, and I will return soon here. Of course, the Bills getting it on against the scum-sucking New England Patriots very soon, tomorrow afternoon. Actually, they moved it from 1 p.m. until 4:30. It's a flex. They flexed it out. And Patriots, they got a good young quarterback. They're pretty high on, but they've got no offense. He's got no weapons. He's got a terrible offensive line. So we should be able to basically kick their ass around the block for drill tomorrow. So, all right. Until next time, live fast, die old, remain calm, circle the wagons, go Bills, and of course, weed, whiskey, and Warren Zevon. Peace out. Go Bills.
Hail to the king, baby.